Hey guys, Janelle here from JanelleEmma.com. Today I want to talk to you about 5 things that you need to be changing on your social media profile right now. And I'm seeing a lot of this lately, which I got away from a little while ago, and now it seems to be coming back into the different groups and the social media platforms that I'm a part of. And that's why I want to reiterate what we need to be doing and what we don't need to be doing on our social media platforms. There's such a stigma around network marketing as there is, and we all know this. So let's not make it worse for ourselves by making our social media platforms and profiles give us a bad name. We don't want to give the industry a bad name. We don't want to give ourselves a bad name. So let's start doing things correctly. Let's start doing them right and the way that they should be doing, which is basically creating more curiosity than doing all these other things that we're seeing out there in these different groups and these different platforms that are going on. So, social media is such a great tool for us to be able to use, and it's something that we can leverage very, very well and very successfully as long as we do it correctly. And you look how big how big Facebook is, and how many people you can talk to through Facebook alone or Instagram alone, and you don't want those people to start looking at you in a bad way because you're putting yourself out there in a bad way, or giving your own company or the industry a bad name itself. So this is why we need to be doing this correctly, and this is why we need to be changing a few things on our platforms and our profiles right now, so that we can get away from the negativity that people seem to be looking in at us, to do with this industry. We want to give it a really good name. Network marketing is an amazing profession. It's an amazing industry. We just have to be plugging into that properly and be doing it in a successful way that make people more interested in what it is we have to say and more curious about what it is that we're posting and that sort of thing. So let's get into it. There's 5 things I want to talk to you about. Number 1 is remove that company logo from your profile picture. Now, your profile picture is one of the first things that your people and your visitors coming to your profile are going to see. So why have it as a company logo? Why have it as your cat or your dog? Even your baby. It's nice to be in the photo with your child or your baby. I'm a stay-at-home mum, so of course I believe in that. But don't let it just be a photo of your baby or don't let it just be a photo of a sunset or a flower or something, because what's that going to do? First and foremost, you've already given yourself a bad name and people are not going to come and follow you. They're not even going to want to engage with you, because all they're looking at is that flower or that picture of your cat, and that's not you. You're not giving yourself the right outlook that people would want to come over and follow you. Make sure the pictures of you smiling. It doesn't have to be completely an expensive professional photo, but at least it can be something that makes people want to come into your page. So make yourself look like someone that they want to come across and talk to. So make sure you're smiling. Make sure if your kids are in the photo that they're smiling as well, or that it's a fun picture. Don't make it look boring. Don't make it so you're not smiling or that you look like you're all yelling at each other or something like that. And you want to make sure that it's semi-professional. So our phones these days can take such an amazing photo. And, as long as you've got, say, a nice top on, a nice shirt of some sort, and you're looking nice in the photo, or you're looking happy, then of course that's something that you can use as a profile picture without having to go and get professional photos done. We don't have to do that as we're starting out, or as we're, only in the industry for a year or so. We can just have some nice photos there that will intrigue people and make them want to come across to our profile. The other thing is to remove the company name from your, where it says that you work. If you look at your profile and it says what's your occupation or where is it that you work, don't say I work for such and such a company or such and such a network marketing company, because that's one of the worst things you can do. You haven't created any curiosity. You've given everyone all the information they need to go and Google what it is that you've just told them. And they could then either join with someone else in the business or the company, or they could find something bad on Google that's not a good, giving yourself a good name, and then they may feel that what you're trying to promote to them is something that's not even legitimate. So, because Google can tell us anything, whether it's good or bad. Google is not our friend sometimes. And we don't want to be getting people that lead so they can go and look at Google themselves. We want to give them the right information. And the best way to do that is to get them to actually come back to you and ask what it is that you do, so you can give them the right information. So take the name of your company and the name of your products off your profile. Don't have them on there to start with. You want to be creating that curiosity. You want to make sure that you're looking like someone who's fun, that people are going to want to engage with, and you don't want to be someone who's just saying, this is my product, I think you should buy it, or this is the name of my product and this is how it helps me. You know, you can tell them about the benefits of your product. You can tell them about your story with the company without having to say the company and the product name. It's just giving too much away. And this is what I'm seeing a lot in a lot of the groups that I'm in and the profiles that I follow and stuff like that. And it's not good for yourself, because in the long run, people already know what you do. They're like, oh yeah, she's in that company. I don't even need to ask her or engage with her in any way because I know exactly what she does. So it's just not giving them any curiosity for them to want to come and reach out to you. And you and them may have been really good connections with each other if you didn't give so much away. They may have really found out from you on like a phone call or a Zoom meeting or something that you were an amazing person, but they won't know that if you've got all the information there for them on your profile and they've never actually engaged with you and talked to you in any way, because they found all the information on your profile and then made up their own mind without even chatting to you, which is a bad way to go about it. Number 3 is to remove the boring About Me section. So we all have an About Me section on our main profile. And you want it to be something that's exciting, something that's going to bring people in, something that's going to make them want to look at your profile more or reach out to you in a private message. So make sure your About Me section is not boring. Make sure that you take off the boring About Me section and make it something that people are going to want to follow it, and they can see, oh yeah, she's pretty cool. You know, what she is involved with or the way that she lives her life seems pretty amazing, and I want to keep following her. So they're going to get that from your About Me section, and everyone goes to your About Me section when they first visit your page. They all go to your About Me section, and then, you know, they're looking at your profile picture, and then obviously they go into your photo. So that's what I'll talk about next. But obviously your About Me section is really important. You know, give yourself a bit of a bio there that it will really intrigue and entice people to want to reach out to you more and get to know you more as well. So, you know, make it more intriguing, make it more fun. Don't have it as something that's salesy and pitchy. Don't, in your About Me section, don't have it as, I work for this company, this is what we promote, and this is what I love the most about it. That's not a proper About Me section. The About Me section should be about yourself and your lifestyle. You know, we're not trying to sell people on the company or business we're in. We're trying to sell them on the lifestyle, because that's what network marketing is all about. It's not about the company. It's about the lifestyle that you can live by creating, you know, that residual income and creating that true time freedom and doing things from home around your kids and in the nooks and crannies of your life in a part-time way, but getting a full-time income, you know. So sell them on your lifestyle. Sell them on what the lifestyle is providing you within the industry and what it is that you've been gaining from your business that you have, rather than what the business does or what the products do. And really, no one cares if your business is ground floor or it's fastest selling company in the industry and that sort of stuff. That's all the stuff that no one cares about until they know you well enough. So let people know a bit about you. Let them know what the lifestyle is that you have, whether that's fun, whether that's inviting to them. Of course it is that they're going to reach out to you more if it's something that they see inviting, if it's something that they see they want the same lifestyle as, you know. And this is where you can really bring in your target market. If you think that your target market is like myself, stay-at-home mums, you know, you want to make your About Me section something that's going to entice and excite those stay-at-home mums as well. And, you know, my business profile tells them more about that than my personal profile does, but they are very congruent with each other, and they're very they link in with each other to make people realize that you can be a stay-at-home mum and have a successful business and a successful international business if you want to, but just give them little hints on that in the About Me section, rather than just, you know, verbally vomiting everything that you do in your business with what it is that you promote. The next one is immediately remove the negativity, the sarcasm, and the weirdness from your profile. You may not be someone that has a lot of negativity and sarcasm on your profile, but you want to be, again, you want to be selling the lifestyle, and you want to be selling the amazing stuff that you learn within your business. So that should be things like personal development. So if you're into personal development and mindset, of course, you know, you're going to be someone who's very positive on your profile. So a lot of people are very positive, and that's a good thing, because if you're trying to be a leader and you're trying to bring people into your profile, they're going to want to follow you if you're very positive and you're very successful, and they can see that you're someone who can really help them out with their own positivity, with their own mindset, with the way that they can grow a business as well. So the more positive you are on your page, the better it's going to be for yourself. And obviously you want to try and be positive in some way and do different posts in every single day. You know, be very consistent with that. And just make sure that there's no sarcasm there, no swearing, you know, like those really bad swear words. Obviously, if it's a joke or something, it's a bit different. And a lot of people get, you know, a bit of a laugh out of something that you've said that may be a bit of a quote that has a little swear word in it. But, you know, don't be someone who's very sarcastic, you know, and has got that big ego drive. And, you know, your profile is showing them how you've just mouthed off at someone else or gone off at someone else for something that they've done. People aren't going to follow you for that. They're going to be like, oh my goodness, what is she on about? You know, that's not something you should be posting on social media. And it's going to actually turn more people away than bring people in. So the sarcasm is definitely not a good one. Negativity, like even if it's negativity about, you know, something that's going on in the family, or negativity about other companies, other network marketing companies that are out there, that's the worst thing you can do, is to diss another company or put down another company in some way. Because basically, you know, if you're not supportive of other companies, then people aren't going to see that you're someone they're going to want to follow anyway. So, you know, remember that you're trying to sell yourself. You know, you're not trying to sell the company. You're not trying to sell your products. You got to remember that Facebook is Facebook. It's not Salesbook. You've got to remember that Instagram is not Sellagram. You know, we're not trying to sell our products and our company on Facebook. We're trying to, or on social media, we're trying to sell ourselves. You know, this is why it's important to brand you properly and to have people want to follow you properly within the business. Because if they can see that you're someone who's, you know, giving value and providing curiosity, and you're showing them how they can do the same thing, of course they're going to follow you and maybe even come into your business because of that. The other thing is to delete all of those salesy posts and photos that you may have up there. So there's a lot of people that I personally see that have a photo of their product, like full view of their product with the product name, what the product's done for them, and all these different photos and things that have the product name or the business name in there. And that again is you trying to sell the product on social media, and it's not the way to go. We've got to create that curiosity. So instead of doing that, why not do success stories and use a different word than that product name, or even have a picture folder within your profile that says something like success stories, or the name of the picture folder is the name of your team. So your team may have a really cool name that you all use, and you could name that folder, that photos folder, that name, and then put a lot of success stories in there, put a lot of different before and after pictures in there, or different stories that, you know, make sure that you're telling your own story on social media so people can get to know you more. But make sure the story, if it's a really good product story, make sure the story doesn't actually say the product name, because that's where people, again, they're just going to go and Google it, or they're going to go and buy it off someone else. You know, you've got that risk there that they may do that. And they're not really going to reach out to you for more information because you haven't really created curiosity. You've just blurted out everything to them that they need to know. And then, of course, you know, they've made up their own mind before they even speak to you. So, you know, why not have a photos folder that has these different success stories and before and after pictures, and different photos that are congruent with the product that you're promoting, but they don't actually say the product name. They don't actually say the company name. You know, it could be something like weight loss. You know, there's a few people in my team at the moment who are doing a weight loss challenge. So you could have photos up there of before and after people with weight loss challenge, and what it is that how much they're losing in weight, how much weight they're losing, how much better they're feeling, and have a little story of different photos in there, and a different photo in a photo album that's based on your company or your products, but don't call it anything to do with the company. Don't call it anything to do with the product name. So, you know, just remember you're selling that lifestyle. You're selling the stories of what these products can do for people, not exactly what the product is. You know, the more you create curiosity, And the more that people are intrigued by what it is you're saying, the more you're going to have people come back to you. So your profile is the first place they're going to go to find out more information about you. It's the first place that they're going to go to find out whether you're legitimate or not, or whether you're someone they even want to talk to or not. And if they can see that you're a fun person, you're very inviting, that you're showing success in your business. You don't have to be majorly successful, but as long as you're showing that you're having little successes along the way, and that you're very positive in the way that you promote things, then of course they're going to be intrigued in what you do and come and reach out to you. So I hope that was of value to you. Please like or share this, and please comment below if you've got some other tips on how your profile can make more curiosity for yourself, and how you can do it better without all this negativity, or without doing it in the wrong way. I'd love for you to comment that below if you can, and I'll see you all in the next video. See ya.